The year is 1968. The Internet, global communications, and personal computers do not yet exist in the public mind. At this time, there were numerous research centers across the USA that were working on developing the earliest stages of computer networking and interactivity technology. One of these research facilities was the Augmented Research Center located in Menlo Park, California. Douglas Engelbart, an idealist, founded ARC with the primary goal to improve the world by harnessing augmented human intellect in a collective way. He uniquely believed that computer technology would be used for more than automation, to proliferate information and solve problems faster to better humanity. This collectivist idealism was seen in the ways Engelbart thought about technology as open source and collaborative. ARC's achievements would be showcased in 1968 when Engelbart presented the mother of all demos. This conference would later be called such because Engelbart showcased technology that had never been seen before: video conferencing, use of Windows, the computer mouse, collaborative editing, and more. Much of this technology would later be adopted by tech corporations when ARC was eventually dissolved.
To sum up the article, they discussed how the Augmented Human Intellect, the AHI, Research Center at Stanford Research Institute developed an experimental laboratory so researchers could learn more about computer science and how interactive computer aids can augment one's intellectual ability. This provided us with examples of the various kinds of functions and capabilities that computer science can contribute. Examples of these findings include the keyboard, for example, and how they slowly added different extra functions like a shift key to give an option of uppercase or lowercase letters, as well as special characters like an exclamation point, a comma, and punctuations and backspace button. Also providing the reader with an idea of different content source specifications that the computer includes and how each different function is produced through what's called an MOL, which is a machine-oriented language. This concept of control language is key into developing different computer functions. The control meta language provides the user with various functions that correspond. This research thus helped create various functions and provided feedback for researchers to help better understand computer science, file sharing, etc., thus allowing for computer science to become more evolved.
Ideas Today. A Research Center for Augmenting Human Intellect was a revolutionary article which analyzed the innovations of the Augmentation Research Center. These innovations were pioneers of their time and ultimately flourished over decades to produce and establish computer science, a substantial field of study at the core of new media. This article outlines and puts forth various tools which were essential to the inauguration and evolution of this field. Inventions such as the mouse, which has evolved from an analog signal device composed of an XY transducer to a sensor, digitally signaled, and even wireless device for convenience and efficiency. In addition, hypertext, which is a software system tool utilized for processing, sourcing, and storing vast amounts of data through linked topics, originated from this research center. Ultimately, it manifested itself in the later fabrication of websites in 1991 and social media platforms such as Facebook in 2004, which branched off into Instagram in 2010, and then Snapchat in 2011 in order to define modern culture. Furthermore, the initial creation of bitmap screens predated the development of high-resolution displays for computers such as phones, PCs, televisions, etc. Practically, the efforts of this research center were responsible for the establishment of the Internet, which we all know and love, but also computer science as a whole.